Hey guys, another MCSLOTS reviews here, and this is the Stig Blomqvist Rally Legends set. Now this is a free car pack and retails at £105, but I got this from MCSLOTS, so if you're interested, please go and check them out at MCSLOTS on eBay. Link will be in the description. And this is the first review of the year. I've been very busy with work and stuff, and so I haven't been able to upload as much as frequently as I'd like to, and but that will be changing because obviously I don't have my Christmas job anymore, so I'll be actually doing proper. I'll be able to do my reviews a lot more, and I'll have some more time off until I get another job. So at the moment we got this set to review. It's another limited edition set, and you get 3 cars in there, and it is a fantastic looking set, and I was quite excited to see it. Once I kind of got into the other rally cars, where I got the Rallycross Legends set, it kind of became a thing for me to expand my rally car collection. So out of all the cars that I've done, I've only done there's only one new car in the set that I haven't actually previously reviewed, if you know what I mean. Like, I've reviewed a Metro and a Ford RS200 before. This time we got a brand new car, which is the Audi Sport Quattro, not the S1, just the Audi Sport Quattro this time. And again, as standard, you get the little plastic covering like that, so I can put that down. But I'll use that to not bend the book. So they're the cars. They are very stunning. All have the white colour involved, but most of these teams are the actual constructor of the car, if you know what I mean. The works team is what I was looking for. And these are 3 fantastic looking cars. To the left you've got the Audi Quattro, which was a new car for 2013. This set did actually come out in 2013 as well. It was on time, so some of you may already have it. In the middle we got the Ford RS200, and then to the very right is the big Stig Blomqvist Metro 6R4. So out of the 3, I'm most excited about the Audi, and out of the one that I would really interested in is the Audi, only because of the fact that the other 2 I've had to go with. I think the Metro is the strongest one out of the 3 currently. I don't know what the Audi handles like, but it's definitely stronger than the Ford. Then again, the Ford does look a bit nicer, so it is all down to personal taste and preferences as well. But what I really do like about these is they've really they've tracked the history of this particular Ford, and they've done the works Ford, and they've done the number 8 version, which you can also get from MCSLOTS, the number 2, and this year they're bringing out the number 1 car. So all of which, if you're very into your Group B Rally Legends, this is, going to be very good for you, and it's maybe if it's a car that you like, then you'll be quite happy to know that they've got 3 or 4 different versions of the Ford RS200, and there's quite a collection to build up now. So let's get them out of the box. You've got the standard box. It is the same size as the Rallycross Legend one. It's not been made any bigger to accommodate the cars, because you can just fit them in. Yeah, that's the same sort of size, so it is exactly the same. You could just got 1 extra car in there. Now what Scalextric have done, which I quite like, is they've actually given you, when you open up and look at the braids, you've got 6 sets of braids in there. They've not just given you 4, they've given you the extra 2. You also get a little card as well. There, my one says number 0587 out of 3000, and the product code for this is C3372A. So what the features of this set is, which makes it slightly better in my opinion over the Rallycross one, is the fact that they have lights. And well, these cars were meant to have lights obviously, whereas the Rallycross ones aren't. You also get the new style, or the current style of the screw, which is easy to remove. It makes it easier to remove your cars from the actual box. And they all have the cardboard spacers, so it's all pretty standard. All the screws are there and everything. So what I actually do like about, at the moment, they seem to really be doing the cars as correctly as they can, and they're even doing different versions of the same car. So like the Quattro, you get the Quattro S1 now, which I'm looking to try and get hold of one at some point. But we'll have a closer look at the Audi, because this is the one that we should really focus on, because it's the newest one in the set, and that just looks fantastic. I mean, I'm very happy that they're putting a lot of effort into these cars to make sure that the customer and the fans of this era are getting exactly what they want. I think the S1 version of the Quattro is a lot nicer. It's kind of got a beefier body, and it's got a nicer rear wing, but that's just me. But going for looks, I mean, that's what I think looks nicer. And also, they've put the limited plate on, which they didn't do on the Rallycross set. So that's very interesting there. So it is also on the other Ford, and it should be on the Metro as well. There it is. So that's very interesting. So there's 3,000 of this set available, so it's easy to get hold of, a lot more easier than, say, some of the other cars that they've done. And I personally think that this is a very good set. We'll move on to the Ford RS200. Again, you can actually pick this set up at a good price. You don't have to necessarily get it at the retail price, because even if you go to the Scalextric website and get the 10% discount, you're getting it for less than 99 quid. So that's a very good thing about Scalextric site, is that they do give you a product code as well, not product code, a discount code as well if you're part of the club, which is now free to join. So you're getting 10% discount for nothing. So what I also like about this car is also on the front they've put it on, and it looks like a picture of the actual race car, and they've done all the sponsorship that you can see on that, so you're not looking at this shell symbol and it's not on the box, or it's on the box and it's not on the car, which is also very good. And out of the three, my favourite's got to be the Audi for the colour scheme, but it's definitely going to be between the Audi and the Metro, when we're going to test them in a moment, which one's the better one out of the three. Unfortunately, the Ford RS200 seems to be one of those very sort of light cars and quite hard to control. So if you are going to use this set or race it, or even if you've got any of the three cars, at the moment, in my opinion, the Metro is the best. But in a moment, we're going to test them. Obviously, they're all DPR as well, and they've all got the 18,000 rev motor. The Audi's got the magnet right under the rear wheels, as close to the ground as possible, and I like that. That's very good. And they've also got the extra positioning, so you can have one further in the front. The MG doesn't have the magnet under the rear wheels, so it's a bit hampered by the fact that that one can have it straight under the wheels, whereas this one's got it a little bit further forward, and I believe the Ford RS200 is the same. So the Ford and the Metro only have one magnet placed, whereas the Audi has two. Another thing about these two, I would say the Audi and the Ford, they've got very weak wind mirrors. They look very flimsy, and on the Audi they're very small, and then there's a high risk of breaking. So overall, I think for looks and appearances, they get a 9 out of 10, all of them. They're all fantastic. Quality and price for the set, maybe if it was £100 straight up, exactly 100, it'd be a bit more. So I'm going to say 8 out of 10 for the price. And for you know, a quality set and historic set, I would say they've got all the details. So it's 10 out of 10 for the actual details. Looks 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 for price. So they're not doing too bad. So we're going to move on to the actual testing, and we're going to test the Ford first. So here we have the Ford. This is a very small test track, but it's what we're going to do in the videos now. We're actually going to test the cars in the review. So here we are, got the Ford. So we're going to start off, we're just going to do a couple of laps. I'm going to talk to you through what I feel personally, how the Ford's doing. It's quite responsive, and it's very slidey as well. Through the radius 1 corners and the 2, which are the two tightest ones you can buy, it handles very well, and it really doesn't show any problems. It's not the fastest car I've ever driven, but it's definitely good fun. I mean, it's sliding around, it kicks out, it gives you plenty of, it's very forgiving as a car as well, so once you kick it out you can easily ease off, and then you can recover it very well. The only reason I crashed there was because I don't have any barriers down here. But apart from that, it's a very good car. I think if you take the magnet out, it will make it even better. So it's quite good that it's very forgiving now, even though it's not got a magnet in it. So if it hasn't got a magnet in it, it'll be very forgiving when it hasn't got one, and you'll be able to race it quite well when it's got no magnet. So we'll move on to the Metro. The lights look very nice on this car, and they did with the Ford as well, but the Metro just seems to have the edge. It's got a short wheelbase and it's very square along the bottom. This just means it doesn't really kick out at all. You can push it a lot more than the Ford can. I think as well, with the magnet out of this car, it'll be a fantastic car, and it's also, in my opinion, a very good digital car. It's got the potential to be such a good digital race car. No need to sand the tyres on that, even though it's got the treaded ones already, so there's definitely no need to sand them on this car. Definitely slightly better than the Ford. The Ford I'd say 8 out of 10, this a 9 out of 10. Here we are, the Audi, and this is one that we have no idea how it's going to handle, so let's do it. Straight away, great speed and great handling. That is just as good as the Metro, and I think it rivals it. I think, though, it's quite hard to choose between the two which is better. But these two are definitely stronger than the Ford in the pack. I honestly think that is just as good as the Metro. It feels a bit faster than the Metro. Maybe it's because it's a car that I've not used before, but I think that one is equal. So 9 out of 10 for the Audi. That was the review. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and tell me what you think of the new format of the review. Thanks for watching.